welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a crystal unboxing. Since it's the end of the year, I usually place a really large crystal order, and I just got it a little bit ago. You recognize these types of boxes. These are the boxes you usually get your crystal orders in. Now this one's much smaller than the last one that I unboxed because I ordered a lot of little tiny crystals. Now I have already opened it. I did want to make sure that everything came in safely, that none of the gemstones were cracked or anything. So yeah, I have already opened it and torn it apart, and these crystals are beautiful. So I have a nice brick of crystals. These always look so suspicious when they come in, but they're just crystals. And yeah, I'm going to open them and kind of start to sort them and organize them. So this year when making my crystal purchase, which will probably last me most of the next year, and kind of has centered around different ideas I have for collections for the next year. These crystals are primarily going to be used for my silver and brass jewelry and copper. The copper electroforming, I tend to use larger crystals just because of the way I make some of my electroform pieces, which I use kind of larger sculptural elements to it. But this crystal order, I got a lot of small gemstones, so it's going to be a nice challenge for my skill level, see if I can keep improving to be able to use these like smaller gemstones. And I have some really cool ideas. I got some really cool colors, some faceted stuff, some really more unique gemstones that I haven't had a chance to work with. I've got stuff like pink opal, regular opal, which I've never really had good regular opal before. I've had just the man-made opals. And I got some really cool like citrines, amethysts, more of your traditional gemstones, your garnets, tiny little aquamarines. Got some like really cool little ones too. Topaz, amethyst. What I usually do is sort out the gemstones, and I use a system of using a stiff card or old business cards or something, and put some double-sided tape on and stick them on. And that makes it real easy to just pull out my gemstone drawers, which I keep all my gemstones in drawers like these. So I have everything on these. These are actually my old business cards, and I just have them stuck onto some double-sided tape, and then they stay really nicely. And then I just kind of sort them by color. My blue drawer is one of my favorite ones. I have a lot of Larimars here. Some aquamarines. I'm going to start unpacking all the crystals and sticking them in the cards, and I'll give you a little close-up of what I've gotten. I've gotten a lot of really cool ones. Organizing crystals is just one of those things that makes the mind happy. For some reason, it becomes a meditative experience as you sort and organize these beautiful stones. Picking the stones out was even more fun. When I was picking all my gemstones this year, I did it much more purposefully than I usually do. Typically, I just pick the ones that look pretty to me. Unfortunately, that does not always inspire creation, and sometimes crystals will sit for months just because they are not the right shape, size, or color for my creations. This time I paid careful attention to what really inspired me. What gemstones I can see in a piece of jewelry. What gemstones bring life to a new creation. There are a lot more pink gemstones picked this year, like the pink opal, rhodocrosite, strawberry quartz, and pink tourmaline. These just inspired soft cherry blossom thoughts will become a part of my spring collection. Delicate branches, small birds, and soft flowers. They remind me of the breath of fresh air as the chill finally breaks and the world wakes up again. The tiny spokes of grass that appear as the snow melts. Green gemstones like the peridot, preonite, moss agate, and vesuvianite would be the perfect complements to citrine, golden rutile, and golden quartz, just as the sunlight complements the emerald-colored leaves in the long-forgotten forests. My work is deeply inspired by the stories I read, and the life of these collections now comes from the worlds of some of my favorite books. I've been reading the Ashling trilogy by A.E. Jurgens, and the whimsical forests of Anwin have already taken root in my mind, creating tendrils of vines and leaves that will turn into rings, silver stags with golden citrine eyes that will become pendants, and glowing flowers and jewel tones that will make unique earrings. The different shades of amethysts and ametrine bring me back to the worlds of royalty and the games of politics that play out. The color of power that leads to the downfall of all who crave it. Banners that hang behind thrones that have never seen peace. Swords with jeweled pommels that call for glory and honor, yet sow havoc and discord. Garnets, hessonite, and red onyx bring me back to the blood forest just outside of Macedonia, where the leaves are described as drops of blood and the dagger is made with bloodstone. I can already see silver daggers intertwined with tiny garnet leaves that'll make this coming summer. The glowing eyes of the woven that are already designing themselves into pendants, just waiting to be immortalized in metal. Opal, chalcedony, and the sky blue topaz inspire thoughts of the endless oceans you can sail on a wooden vessel with black sails, hunting the world for gold to hoard like a dragon. The endless depths of the seas with monsters lurking, just waiting for an unsuspecting soul to cross their path. I'm already planning the next several collections, but now I'm even more excited to create as the ideas have just been flowing endlessly. When you live 1,000 different lives through the eyes of people that see things in a way you never could, and travel vast worlds, seeing the most fantastical and whimsical creations the universe has to offer, the inspiration can truly be endless. A few small crystals become so much more than just a part of the jewelry you create. Instead, these tiny stones become parts of the stories you tell, stories that eventually take a life of their own when they leave your hands and find a new person that continues that story.